As cult torture survivors, there are so many levels of programming from the cult torture that work to keep us silent. And there is the base one where we are taught that if we talk, we will die. If we talk, someone else will die. If we talk, we will be tortured more. And they reinforce this over and over and over in the cult torture with abuse scenarios where they get us to try and talk about what had just happened, what they had just done, with, say, like the other mother or the other father, where they pretend to be compassionate and kind, and then they torture us and they torture other people, or they may even kill someone else because we talked about what happened. That is repeated over and over and over. And that is a really deep core thing. Cult repeatedly threatens our lives, like so often. They torture us. And for me, it was every day, every night of my life until I finally escaped. So most of my life. But there's another form of programming where they teach us that whoever we tell, we will hurt them on an emotional level, we will hurt them on a physical level, we will poison them, we will kill them, we will make them hurt. And when we care about people, we don't want that to happen. We don't want people to be hurt or traumatized by what we tell them. And I am so often checking out when I am talking to someone in person, like, are you okay with hearing this? Do you still feel okay? And it's because of that. I never want to hurt anyone. But I was taught that I would just by talking about my trauma, about the torture, about the pain. And that is another way that cult has to silence us, especially if we have retained our compassion and empathy, or if we care about someone. And there can be so much anxiety about that. And I still have to work it out with people sometimes, again and again and again, even though I have worked this out in the past, because it was a frequent put in through torture mind control message that I would hurt other people, that I would kill other people, that I would traumatize them, that I would poison them, whatever the message was, by talking. But we're not hurting other people. If someone can't hear us, they can tell us, or they may have to deal with their own triggers or their own trauma. But in being able to talk and be heard, it can bring so much healing for us. But also, we are raising awareness for that person listening, for all the other cult torture survivors or all the other people with other forms of trauma that they're going to meet in their lives. And they will then have more knowledge and hopefully more empathy to respond to those people. And then when we're talking publicly, the way I do, it helps other survivors know they're not alone. It helps other survivors know that they didn't hallucinate, that they're not crazy the way cult says, which I don't believe in crazy. It helps validate. It helps therapists and other mental health professionals and other practitioners who work with cult torture survivors. Like, there's so much good in speaking out. I think it helps healing so much more, and it can help someone else also have more compassion and empathy, but also understand what's going on. And it is really good to check out when that comes up for us, that we're afraid that we've hurt someone by talking. It helps when we can work it out with someone who can actually hear us with compassion and empathy and respond in a caring way, in a reassuring way.